Hey, good morning. Welcome to Hobby Evolution episode 929. Happy Sunday, the 9th of July. Postage increase today. We're going to talk about that. I am so effing sore. This move is causing me delirium. Did some more moving yesterday. Just tired. So yeah, we had Packers come. Well, as as you saw, right in the middle of our show yesterday, the movers arrived. The Packers, I should say. They packing our kitchen, whole upstairs. So they were here for several hours. Took down a couple of my shelving units that were in here and put those together at the new house. So then last night I was putting those two shelving units into the inventory room. And I had a really annoying internet issue arise. Can you imagine me having internet issues? Internet issues continue for me. My God, I just want the internet to work. I don't care. I just want it to work. Somebody help me make it work. So TDS came Friday. And so I'm talking to the TDS guy, and I said, okay, now everything's live in the house, right? Like my plugins, I can just plug in. He's like, oh, no. I'm like, well, can you do that? Oh, I can't do that. Not through TDS. He's like, if you call me on the weekend, I can do it, or I can teach you. Talked about that. I'm like, okay. Told me, or you can have Geek Squad come out and do it. And you need this 8-port splitter or switcher, 8-port switcher. I keep getting the two words confused. So, like, okay, cool. So, make some time, go to Best Buy. Went to Best Buy yesterday. Ask the guy at the front, can I help you? Sure. I'm looking for a Ethernet switcher. Oh, yeah, it's going to be in the back corner. Okay, so I'm looking around, can't find anything. Another guy comes up. Can I help you find something? Usually I'm annoyed when people I'm like, no, just leave me be. But yes, I do need help. So I'm glad that they do ask. Because it's like when you really need help, you're like, where the hell are the employees at? But then when they're hounding you, it's like, God, get away from me. Anyway. So he's like, yeah, it's over here by the routers and stuff. So okay, so we find it, and found my 8 switcher. So I'm going to Geek Squad. So my plan was, okay, this is what I need. I'll go to Geek Squad, explain my situation. They can tell me when they can come out and do it, and if it's going to be like a week, not going to work for me. So I'll call the guy that I got the guy's TDS weekend guy. Hey, come over and help me. So I go to Geek Squad. I'm like, okay, so here's my situation. So I've got TDS came out. I've got internet, like Wi-Fi, but my jacks are not live. So I need somebody to do that. So the TDS guy says, I need this. And so the Geek Squad guy's like, why would he tell you you need that? So then he's like, well, each time you plug something in, it takes, because you want 1 gig. We have 1 gig fiber internet through TDS. I'm like, I don't know. That's what he told. He's like, I don't know why he told you. I don't know why he told you that. You don't know. Don't buy that. I'm like, what the frick? I'm like, okay. Now I'm pissed. So I put it back. I just want somebody to make my internet work. That's all I want. Don't explain to me what I need to do. I don't want to do that. I want you to do that for me, and I will pay you US dollars for that service. Please, somebody help me. So I'm freaking pissed. So I'm at the stoplight and I'm like, okay, I'm going to text my buddy Mark. He works in IT. Text him, can you help me out? So, of course, I don't know how to explain it accurately. He doesn't know what I'm looking for. So we FaceTime. He's showing me his, and I'm like, I don't need that. I don't need that. I just want I have internet, and I want it active in those jacks. I want to plug in a cable from my laptop to that thing in the wall and have internet. That's all I want. Please, can you do that for me? I don't need super high security, fancy blocks. He was showing me all this shit. I don't care. I don't care. Just want to plug into the internet. That's all I want. Can you do that for me, please? So he's like, you do need that 8-port switcher. So now I have to go back to Best Buy. Get the 8-port switcher. Cooter keeps retracting messages. What are you doing, Cooter? So I got to go back and get that. So my buddy Mark's coming over Monday night. I'm like, you can charge me. I will pay you. You don't have to explain what you're doing. In fact, I would prefer you not to tell me what you're doing. As long as the end result is me plugging in to the internet and it works. That's all. Don't tell me what you're doing. We can talk baseball cards and drink. I will have beer. That's all I want. All I want. I just want the internet. So that was my adventure Saturday. And then oh my God, my back. My wife's like, do you need some ibuprofen? I'm like, no. So I said it right, Dan. Ibuprofen. I'm like, nope. I'm just going to suck it up. Don't want to mask the pain. I'm just going to take it. Because if you just take the pain, hopefully it goes away. It's not like going to last forever. If you just take the pain, it you can kind of handle it. East Coast Tom in the house says, my wife wants to know how much square footage is dedicated to your collection. Probably, and I figured, actually, I think I wrote it down. I think it's about 1,000 square feet. My inventory room is roughly 24 feet by 15 feet. My shipping area is roughly 20 feet by 12 feet. And my office, which is not really, it's just my office. Some of my collection will be in there. It's 20 by 12. By the way, those are also my measurements, so it might not be accurate. That's me and the tape measure, because some of the rooms, they have like little bump outs, so I didn't factor in those feet. So I think it's roughly 1,000 square feet. So yeah, I was at the house. Says I will post a video. I think I posted part of a video on Twitter. So my mother, I think the art fair was one of the local art fairs was going on yesterday. I'm not sure if it was Madison. I think that's actually maybe later this month. Spring Green, I think, has a big one. I think Paoli has one. They were at an art fair, an area art fair. So my mother-in-law, the notorious MIL, her best friend, same, like a mom, like prim and proper. She walks in to the inventory room, just racks upon racks, upon cards. And she goes, "You have got to be fucking kidding me." I'm like, yeah, it's a lot. It's more than I expected. It's more than my movers expected. One of the movers says, I don't want to see another baseball card ever in my life. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. One of the guys that was helping yesterday, he's a buddy of the owner of the moving company. And so we're just talking cards and stuff. And he's also a hoarder, collects a lot of stuff. and like me. And so he's talking about his nephew, Phil, and Phil Kessel. And I'm like, Phil Kessel, that name sounds really familiar. And he's into car. He's like, yeah, Phil, he gets into these brakes. He's buying like $1,500, $1,500 box brakes. And I'm like, damn, that's a expensive box brake. And I'm like, Phil Kessel, that name sounds really familiar. Wonder if he was a dealer at the Madison Car Show. I'm like, yeah, I think he might have been a dealer at one of my shows. No, the name sounds familiar. He plays in the NHL. Phil Kessel. And apparently, see, this is how much I know about him. And I'm like, oh, who? And eventually I found that out. I'm like, man, that name sounds familiar. I'm like, oh, what's he do? Well, he plays hockey. I'm like, oh, that's cool. He's like, yeah, he just won his 3rd Stanley Cup. And I'm like, oh, he plays hockey. He that's his career. Okay. But yeah, he's been in the league for like 15 years. Oh, okay. See, I'm a moron when it comes to hockey. And actually, as he was putting the shelf together, and I had a hockey box, and I had no idea like when Phil Kessel, I know he played last year, won a Stanley Cup. And so I picked up a pile. There it is, Phil Kessel, Boston Bruins. And he goes, oh, yeah, this is an early card. This is only like his 2nd year. It was like 2008, 2007, whenever that was. So that was kind of cool. Talked a little hockey, got a little knowledge. He's like, yeah, he goes to when he was, I think he lives in Vegas, played for the Knights. And he's like, yeah, he goes to the card shop and he like goes and just sits there and hangs out. I'm like, oh, that's so cool. That's freaking cool. Well, when he comes back home, bring him over. I've got a couple hockey guys. I've even got his hockey card. Zach, what's up? So today is the postal rate increase, and I saw Zach's comment, and I'm like, you know what? I am talking about postage rate increases, and I haven't even checked it yet this morning. So I did. I printed one out. Zach says, has anyone tried purchasing a label for USPS Ground Advantage? What was the price? I don't know what Ground Advantage, because I think they changed the names, right? Ground Advantage. I don't know what service that is, but ESC standard envelope prices have not been adjusted. So I don't know if that's coming later today. I think the last time or times that stamps increased, it was a couple days or at least a day delay before it hit eBay and the eBay standard envelope. So my 1 ounce posted was still 60 cents. So 1 ounce standard envelope, still 60 cents. 2 ounces is 84 cents. 3 ounces, I believe, $1.08. So that has not been updated, at least as of 8:45 a.m. Central Time. It could be updated later, could be tomorrow, the next day. It'll go up at some point. So I want to talk strategy and how to adapt, because my strategy, I have to adapt now to rising costs, especially when it comes to postage. So I'm going to share what I have done and what I'm going to do. Shane, good morning. I've not tried yet. I forgot all about that. It will be interesting for sure. George in the house. What's up? Good morning. Give my eBay store a shout out. Shout out to George's eBay store. Happy Sunday. Grinding for good in the house. Let's see. East Coast Tom is off to Milwaukee to see the first place Reds in a couple of. How about Ellie De La Cruz yesterday? Wow. That was pretty exciting. Ellie De La Cruz, man. Who would have? I mean, this is what I like to see. It kind of sucks when you're on social media and you see I bet you didn't want to spend all that money on name the prospect. And it's like people like in the hobby, it seems like generally there's a lot of negativity, and it sucks. Because it's like they want these kids they're kids playing a game they love as a career. And I just wish people wanted success for people and not shit on them, right? Like, it would suck if a bunch of people, like, I quit my job to sell baseball cards. And I thought just because of the circles of hobby on social media, I expected a lot of like just, oh, good luck with that. That's what I would have expected. But it was great. I had so much positive. There were a couple boo birds, but for the most part, a lot of people were cheering me on. And I wish more people in the hobby cheered on prospects. Like, oh, why are you spending $10,000 on an Ellie De La Cruz? It's like, who cares? You can find Ellie De La Cruz. It's like, if I don't know if it's just a jealousy factor, but you can find, I sold a bunch of Ellie De La Cruz base cards. Now they were the unwanted paper base Bowman, $150. So if you want Ellie De La Cruz in your collection, you can get it on the cheap. You don't have to have $10,000 to piss away on a Bowman Chrome auto numbered out of 10. You can get, people don't want that. They want the shiny. Well, guess what? Tough luck, right? But Ellie De La Cruz, man, so exciting. And it's so awesome to see. It's so awesome to see that success, even though it's Cincinnati. Sorry, Tom. But I do root for, like, I like rooting for the Reds because they haven't been very good. I can't root for the Brewers because it's the Brewers. I'm never, ever, ever going to root for the Cardinals. Ever. But the Reds and Pirates, I want to see them have success because they haven't had much lately. So I like to see that. Even though I'm a Cubs fan, I like to see the Reds having this success. Now, I might be singing a different tune in August when hopefully there's a playoff race. Playoffs, wouldn't it be really cool if it was still this tight in the National League Central in August and September? And there's like, that would make baseball a lot of fun, at least for me and for Tom and for fans of teams in the National League Central or any other division that has that. I think that's fun. When there's a team that's out like 20 games up in the division with like, you know, in the last month, it's like, it's not very fun. It's fun when there's competition. So I hope to see, even though the National League Central kind of sucks this year, it's competitive. And even though it's not great baseball, it's competitive baseball. And that's fun. Competitive baseball is fun. So I hope it's a three-way race in the National League Central between, of course, my Cubs, the Reds, and the Pirates. The Brewers and Cardinals can fight for the basement. But I want to see the Pirates and Reds have this sustained success this season, and hopefully the Cubs can get on track. Because the Cubs are, where are we at in the stand? The Cubs, they split, I think, with Milwaukee. Did they split with the Yankees so far? I know they took game one. I think they lost yesterday. So they wrap up their series. The freaking All-Star game's coming up already. Didn't that sneak up? It feels to me. I didn't realize Touki Toussaint plays for the White Sox now. Sorry, I'm on a going all over squirrel. I'm going all over the place. So Touki Toussaint, I didn't realize he was with the White Sox. He was a former Braves pitcher. Standings, wrong screen. So National League, we've got the Reds in first place by 2 games on Milwaukee. Ooh, the Cubs are 8 back now. Ouch. The Pirates has slipped all the way down to 9.5. So it's not as tight as it was a week ago. Well, the Pirates have gone 3-7 in their last 10. The Cubs are 4-6, but the Brewers and Reds have been winning. So hopefully the Cubs can get on track. And the Pirates, maybe it's the Brewers in the race. So even though the Reds are in first place, I got to root for Cincinnati to beat Milwaukee. Got to root for the Reds over Milwaukee. Dan, what's up? Love seeing the hoodie, sorting through all the Burleys, White Sox, and Menkos. Yeah, this is a Korean cardboard hoodie. This is actually like one of my, and I'm not just saying this to suck up to Dan. This is like my favorite hoodie in my whole arsenal of hoodies. I love hoodies. And this is my number one. It's so comfy. Talking Tatis says, good morning. Snell and Tatis not on the All-Star team. WTF? I haven't really paid close attention to the All-Star stuff, but I'm excited. I don't even know if I'll be able to watch it this week. So here's the update with the move. So the Packers came yesterday, not Green Bay, but the moving Packers. Isn't that where the Packers got their name, I think, from the meat Packers, not the household Packers. Anyway, they're like, we might sleep in our new house tomorrow night. I am not ready for that. So right now we're in that, we have one glass, one coffee cup. I forgot my coffee mug because I went over with Phil Kessel's uncle to help build the shelf. Went over there yesterday morning, had my coffee, left it at the house. So it's in the basement. So I have to only drink one small coffee cup this morning during the show. So I'm not ready for that. We're in limbo. We are in limbo. We're eating pizza. My wife went and got Culver's. I did come home. I had an early dinner because I was my schedule was way off because the movers came. I had not eaten anything. I did not eat anything until 11:30. I had a protein bar on the run. And then did I have lunch? Oh, and then between going other places, I can't remember. Oh, I got groceries. I had one slice of leftover pizza and 2 leftover breadsticks from Pizza Hut from the other night. So it's 5:30. I'm like, damn, I'm hungry. I'm doing a lot of physical labor. I'm not used to this. So I came home and had a ham sandwich. So then my wife texted me. My wife was working, and so she's like, I'm gonna stop at Culver's, and I'm like, okay, give me I had a ham sandwich, but I need something just get me a regular cheeseburger, no fries, no shake, no fancy cheeseburger, just a cheeseburger. So I got home at 9:30 last night from hauling boxes around. It's it's 9:30, but I don't care. I want this cheeseburger. I want this damn cheeseburger. It was good. It's in the fridge, microwaved it. It was still good. I'm not ready for that move tomorrow. I don't know what, like I said earlier, with this internet stuff going on. And I didn't realize we have the internet live in the new house. However, since I have that mesh, the Nighthawk, whatever the hell it is, Nighthawk mesh network system, it's got its own router. So I don't need to rent the router from TDS, but I'm using the internet here. So it's when am I going to be able to plug everything in to the new house the way I could take this all down and be okay, we don't have Wi-Fi. We're going to have to use data if we're at this house for the next 2 days or whatever it might be. But it'll also be not the way I want to have everything set up the way I want it. That way, once we're moved in, I don't have to we've got enough stuff that still is going on with the new house. So I don't want to add another wrinkle to all that stuff. So I'm going to work out of this office. So today, obviously, Hobby Evolution. Tomorrow morning, Hobby Evolution will be in this location. And then hopefully Tuesday morning, everything will be in the new place. It just kind of depends. Because I want to make sure I have the internet when I make the move, because I leave town Thursday for my buddy's wedding and I'm out of town a whole weekend. So I need to get all of my shipping caught up, but I'm also juggling all of these other balls. It's really tough right now. So I don't want to have any type of internet delay with the small amount of time I'm working with this week. Let's see. Hall of Fame card collectors in the house. He has strep and feels awful. Oh, that sucks, man. Sorry to hear that. Brian Wolf, good morning. Merle, what's up? Caught me listing some 98 Fleer Tradition. Very nice. Dan says, having to deal with people about stuff he doesn't know about and them disagreeing with each other. I love it. Oh my God, I know. Oh. Cooter just landed in Denver. Hard to type as plane bounces to gate. Dan says, no pain, no gain. That's what, yeah, I like it. I like it. Better to know the cubic footage. I'm going to have to Google how to figure out. Let's Google how to figure out cubic, how to calculate cubic footage. Is that like, cubic footage. If you prefer to or have to calculate cubic footage by hand, you can find cubic feet by multiplying 3 linear measurements, length, width, and height in feet. Okay. Let's see. Bronco's in the house. What's up, Bronco? And Bronco is going to see Tom today in Milwaukee. Shane, pick me up Bronco's stuff, Cooter. Glad to catch the show during my layover. Tom's wife says, oh, hell no. That's as much as my former house total square footage in Maryland. My wife likes your mother-in-law. Dan, what's up? Happy Sunday. I had 85 auctions sell last night, but they were all extremely low dollar. That's the problem with auctions. I hate auctions. I don't need to tell you again. You know my feelings on auctions. Ellie is nuts. Yeah, fun to watch. Bronco says, dumb question. Based on the postal rate increase, if the PWE shipping label charges you 60 cents, but I put the envelope in the mail Monday morning, will the buyer get charged 3 cents on delivery? That's a great question. That is a really good question because sometimes you will get charged. Like back in the Stone Age when we had stamps and not these fancy labels. Yes, I know we still have stamps. I still use them. Thanks, Puerto Rico. I still have to use because some parts of Puerto Rico I can't. And actually, I don't think it's parts of Puerto Rico. I think it's the way the buyer sets up their profile, their shipping profile. Because I believe if they list the country as Puerto Rico, it's not eligible for ESE. But if the country is either a United States territory, then I think it's eligible. Because about 50% of my Puerto Rico shipments are eligible for ESE, while the other half, I have like a regular buyer, and I just know when I see Gino's name pop up, I've got to get my stamp out because Gino's not set up. I could email him and be like, hey, can you change your profile? But I'm not going to do that. So like back in the day, I know sometimes, and it all depends on your post office. It all depends on your post office because like this, does it have a postmark date? So it does have, like today is tough. It says 63 cents. Oh, interesting. When I printed this out in eBay, it said 60 cents. But on here it says 63, which is the new, which would be the new rate. This is interesting. I just now looked at the label. Let's go to, is it taking it out right away? So in the screen, in my eBay shipping screen, it said 60 cents. But on the label, it says 63. Yeah, but it doesn't, it hasn't. So it's going to be interesting to see, did it charge me 63 cents or 60 cents within eBay? So even though it came up 60 cents within eBay, the label printed out 63 cents. I don't know. So I guess that's interesting. But like back in the day, or still in the current day, sometimes it depends on postmark. Like if you cover stamps. Okay, so we're going back matter now because this, even though I paid 60 cents for this, it's a forever stamp, so it doesn't matter. But back in the day, or if you use old stamps, I don't know if I have any old stamps on me. You use old stamps. I think I do. So say I put a bunch of these 3-cent stamps on, 20 of them. If I put 20 of these 3-cent stamps on an envelope and it was postmarked Friday, it's okay. But if I put those stamps on Friday and didn't send them in the mail until Monday, there would be a 3-cent charge because on Monday, the stamp rate is now 66 cents, right? 60, is that how much a stamp is now? 66? So it all depends. But that is a great question. Not a dumb question. That's actually a really good question. Zach says, label says 63 cents on it, even if you only paid 60 cents this weekend, so the post office won't charge the buyer. There you go. And that's what I just found out. Looking at the label, it says 63. Those people just need to be right for once, and it's easier to predict failure than success. Yes. Bronco just printed one, and it says 60 cents, but I won't get it in the mail until tomorrow morning. That's interesting that it said 60 cents on your label. Mine said 63 cents. July 9th today. 63 cents, first class. Interesting. Let's see. Zach says, interesting. All of mine last night said 63 cents. Really? Well, this is quite interesting. Otani just missed the cycle yesterday by a double. Wow. I didn't see that. And that's like the, triple's the hardest, obviously. Triple's the hardest. So missing it by a double, I mean, that's usually the second easiest. Single, double, home run, and then triple. Don't rule out the Marlins. Raphael's in the house. Dan says, printing 40 labels right now. My labels are 63 cents too. And some are saying 60. Interesting. Max in the house. What's up? Good morning, Max. Hit the like button. We're at 5 likes, 50 watchers. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. Hit my eBay store. Link in the description. There you go. Victor is shipping at the moment. Mine's still at 60 cents. Are the labels saying 60 cents also? Because my eBay screen said 60 cents. Oh, I just said like my video and 3 people dropped off. Victor, so mine said 60 cents in the eBay screen, but 63 cents on the actual label. Randy's in the house. The bargain boxer says, hopefully bubble mailer prices won't be going up from $5 to $6. Tired of a single card costing $5 to buy said card. And don't get me started on the 10% Illinois sales tax. The bubble mailer, and usually when I'm buying cards, half the time when I'm buying cards, it's like low dollar. So if it's like $4 or $5 for shipping, I'm not paying $5, $6 for a dollar card. I'll pass. So I know some people don't believe in plain white envelope shipping. That's okay, but you're missing out on sales to buyers like me that we're not paying $6 for a $1 card or a $2 card. It is what it is. So I have not adapted to this recent postage change, and I probably won't react right away to this, but I'm going to prepare for the next one. So, I think at some point in the near future, I'm going to raise my base price of my inventory. So right now it's $1.50 free shipping. Yes, there's some 99-cent cards in my store, 99centcards.com. That's my eBay link, because back in the day when I was getting stamped envelopes for 37 cents a pop, I could make a small profit, make small margins on those sales. Now I can't because I don't have the access to those envelopes anymore. Victor says, aha, the labels I printed yesterday say 60 cents. The labels this morning say 63, but on Seller Hub 60. That's what I just discovered. When I printed it out, I'm like, oh, yep, 60 cents. They haven't updated yet. And then when I picked up the label, I'm like, oh, wait, it says 63 on the label. Interesting. Kyle, good morning. Kyle, I found another small box this time of NASCAR. I don't know, 500 count box, I think. So I think I found a 5-row, a 4-row, a binder. I did find another binder and like a 500 count box. And that's probably, I keep saying, and that's probably all. And then tomorrow morning, oh, I found another one. So I think that might be all, but who knows? I said that like 3 boxes ago. So I'm not going to react right now to this most recent change, because it's kind of, I like to build, and this is my strategy. Everybody can, you can do you. My buddy Brad, the Texas card dude, says, you do you, boo. So my strategy was, when I went from jumping from 99 cents to $1.50 free shipping. I went from 99 cents to $1.50 free shipping to build in. I could withstand a few postage increases. And so when I went from 99 cents to $1.50, that was, 3 increases ago. But now that we're at 63 cents for a 1 ounce standard envelope price, that chops another 3 cents, and it's like, oh, it's 3 cents. You're pinching pennies. And that's, yes, I have to. That's the game. When you're doing low end volume, every penny counts. So, when you take 3 cents and 3 cents and 3 cents, all of a sudden you're at nearly a dime. And when when your margins are, 30 cents, 40 cents, every cent counts. So now that we're at another rate increase here today, and we're probably going to have another one in January again, we just have to get used to one, usually 2 postage rate increases a year. So now moving forward, I'm going to do the same as I did back a year and a half ago, or whenever that was. And I'm gonna raise my base price again. Now, I probably won't go and do past inventory. I might on $1.50 cards, but I'll probably just, from this point on, like, I still have 99-cent cards, and I don't go back in and bother, because every once in a while, and I think today, actually, I just, as this show started, I sold like 14 cards out of a 99-cent batch. So it wasn't a 99-cent free shipping, I lose a dime. It was 14 cards. So, what's that? $13.86, minus fees. So that, I'll just leave them in and hope. Not a good business. Hope is not a good business strategy, but when I'm dealing with a small amount, in proportion to my overall inventory, it's a small amount. I just let those 99-cent ones slide. I'll probably do the same with my $1.50 inventory, because right now it's still a profit. It's 3 cents smaller, but moving forward, I'll raise my prices. I haven't come on because I probably will wait another month before I start, and I'll build in for the next few. So will I go to $1.75? That was kind of my initial thought, but I think that's where a lot of the $1.50 sellers might go. So I think I'm going to go to $1.65. So that can withstand a few more. So maybe we're at summer of 2023. So maybe the end of 2024, maybe that January 2025, I can, go up to $1.75 or $1.85 and just a year and a half. I think every year and a half, that way, I don't have to, keep adjusting prices for every rate increase, because that eats in your time. Time is important. So I don't want to raise prices every time there's a 3 cent, because then it feels like nickel and diming, and it's like, just do it once, once every 2 years to withstand those increases, those little small incremental increases, and go from there. Let's see. Where are we at? Kyle says, sounds like the move is surfacing lots of cards. It is. So another box I found, it was, I think, just a bulk box that I bought from a card show that I hadn't gone through in a while. There were some players that I have a buyer that, there's a handful of guys that he buys, and he has set prices. Like, he'll pay 20 cents a card for this guy, 20 cents for this guy, 25 cents for this guy, $1 a card for this guy. So I went through and I found like 20 bucks, and it was only 2. It was a 4-row box, but only 2 rows filled. And I'm going through and I found a stack of like Bo Bichette. Bo Bichette's one of the guys that he pays 20 cents a card for. So ended up being like $20 worth of cards that, I just went through the 2 rows, and it's like, oh, boom, I'll see this guy in a couple weeks, and there's another $20 on top of what else I have found. So yeah, I am surfacing some good stuff. Joe says it was 60 cents yesterday because post office is open, 63 cents today because they are closed on Sundays. Yep. Yeah. Every postal increase occurs on Sunday. So I know a lot of people are surprised. They're like, hey, how come my stamps went up today? It's because the rate increases go into effect on Sundays. Victor says, so I'm running a 50% off promo for my older stuff, and I still have folks lowballing me. I thought best offers were disabled when I ran promos. No, best offers are still there. However, if they send you an offer, that 50% promo does not take effect. So say you have a $10 card. Its regular price is $10. But say you're running 50% off. If that person sends you an offer for $4, that's the price. He doesn't get an additional 50% off. So, and that's, some people get, pissy because say you have a $10 card, you have a 50% off promo, and they try to offer you $6 thinking they're going to get it for $3 because eBay, I wish eBay had some language to tell the buyer, hey, their promo does not count to this offer. So you can still take, offers are not disabled. It's basically if you accept the offer, the promo is disabled. So promos are not effective for offers. Let's see. Zach says, I bet it is dependent on what day you schedule the card to be shipped. Let's see. Merle says, maybe you should start charging 3 cents for shipping. Not going to do that. JG says, basically will be 75 cents by the end of 2024. I never know. If I don't know if I predict, but I would not be surprised if a stamp isn't $1 in the near future. It would not surprise me one bit if a 1 ounce stamp is $1 in the near future. I'm surprised. I'm honestly surprised it's not already. I'm surprised stamp prices are not $1 already. So it suck? Absolutely. But I won't be surprised when they hit that. Let's see. And I think they're just kind of maybe these twice a year. It used to be stamps go up every January. Stamps go up. Now we get that little 3 cent increase in July, and so they're going up 6 cents every year. Let's see. Hall of Fame card collector charges $1 for shipping, but debating if I should charge $1.25. You could very well. Couldn't you do a bulk edit on prices? Yes, you can. You sure can. You may have covered this, but I just got on. Nope. Did not cover it, but yes, you can bulk edit prices. You can bulk edit a lot of things. It's kind of cool. Dan says, Bo, with a bulk edit function, you can adjust prices 2,000 cards at a time. Yep. And that's what I just did that for my best offers. So I had early on with Card Dealer Pro, best offers were not enabled. So they were able to get that fixed, but I had like 20,000 or 10,000, 15,000 items without best offers enabled. So I went back in and I was able to bulk edit. So yeah, it's a great tool. Mark says, I've always charged free shipping, but I was pretty liberal about using 2 ounce 84 cent shipping. However, the past month I have switched to 60 cents for a majority of my lower end cards. Here's the thing. 1 ounce, 2 ounce, 3 ounce, it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is the weight. Like, they're not going to treat your 84 cent envelope any different than a 60 cent envelope. As long as it's, 1 card is going to be 1 ounce, 2 cards is going to be 1 ounce, 3 cards is going to be 1 ounce. Once you get to like 4, 5, 6, then it's probably going to be over an ounce, between an ounce and 2 ounces. So you go up to 2 ounces. So if you're just selling, doesn't matter. If you sell, say, a $15 card or a $1 card, if you charge 60 cents or 84 cents, they're not going to treat the $15 card in an 84-cent envelope any different than the same card for $1 in a 60-cent envelope. So I would encourage everyone to take advantage of those price ladder, 1 ounce, 2 ounce, 3 ounce. If, just because the card is more valuable doesn't mean the more valuable ESE rate is going to treat it any differently. It's all going to be the same. So if it's just a single card, just ship it in a 1 ounce, 60 cents. If there's multiple cards and it weighs, get yourself I've got a scale somewhere around. Get yourself a kitchen scale and check it out. Comes in really handy. Will save you a lot of money. I mean, especially if you're dealing with volume. That's 24 cents. That's a huge that's a huge difference in price when you're dealing with $1.50 cards, $2 cards. Tracy's in the house. What's up? Merle says, I've been charging 99-cent shipping with 25 cents for each additional card. Is there something in the eBay algorithm that prefers cards with free shipping? Without question, without a doubt. People that have gone from charging for shipping to free shipping have, and I mean, it's like proven, like there is a huge benefit to free shipping in your listings on eBay. Huge. The eBay algorithm definitely prefers sellers with free shipping and will put those at the top of searches. Let's see. Tracy says, now I will say I am a huge proponent of charging for shipping on 99-cent auctions because I hate auctions and most of them end at 99 cents. So what happens when they sell for 99 cents with free shipping? You lose money. But it also could be, there's sometimes I do 99-cent free shipping on the last auctions I ran. I did 99 cents free shipping. I think I made a few bucks. Didn't really drive any additional traffic to my eBay store. I got rid of some old inventory, some stale inventory. But if I was selling, say, a card that comps at $50, I would want to charge shipping because at a 99-cent auction, that $50 card might only sell for 15. And I want to take advantage of every dollar I can get if I'm running an auction. Only if I'm running an auction, because auctions suck. Auctions suck. Tracy says, no offers yet on that Jordan I found. Bummer. Low Roller Scratcher in the house. Good morning to you. Mark says, yes, charge shipping on auctions always. Yeah, 100% agree. Auctions blow. I hate auctions. I'll run them every once in a while. Like I've ran auctions, once this year probably, just to get rid of some stale inventory. 99 cents free shipping. Lost money on some. Some people bought multiples. Some actually sold for more than 99 cents. So I was happy with that. So I think that's about all I had today. So that's my strategy. So with these rate increases, I'm not going to see Low Roller. You're late, man. We just talked about this. You raising the price $2. No. So my strategy going forward is leaving my store as is for now, but I will raise my prices a little bit. I'll probably do $1.65 free shipping. Build a little cushion in there. I'd initially thought maybe I'll just do $1.75 and that'll cover everything, but I want to undersell some of the competition that might be at $1.50, and I think some of the competition will go to $1.75. So if I can undercut that to $1.65, do that, and that's an additional 15 cents. There's already a profit on $1.50, even with an additional 3 cents. But just working toward the future, another 3 cents, another 3 cents, another 3 cents, it all adds up. So likely we'll see another rate increase in January. So just have to, kind of play it for the future. So I think that's my strategy is I'm not going to do it right away, but I'll probably start with, probably in August once things slow down a little bit, get back to normal. What is normal? But for me, normal, and probably just build in, $1.65 free shipping. So now I've got a little bit more profit margin today, but that'll take a hit in January, and again probably next summer when likely we'll see 2 increases a year. So I think that's going to be my strategy moving forward. So that's all I had for today. I have a lot of shipping, a lot of moving, a lot of just shit. So I'm going to go. Have a great Sunday. I will be live tomorrow morning. Probably do a short show tomorrow. Probably do a short show tomorrow because the movers are coming at like 7:45, 8 o'clock. So I'll probably go on 7 and wrap it up, do a 45-minute show tomorrow. Tuesday, I'll go live. I don't know if it's going to be from here or there. So hopefully Wednesday for sure at the new place, and I'll be settled in. There will be a show Thursday, and then no Hobby Evolution Friday, Saturday, or Sunday because I'll be out of town. So with that, hey, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Hit up my YouTube link. Hit up some other videos. Hit up my YouTube channel. Hit up my eBay store. Link is in the description. Buy 7 or more at regular price. You'll get 25% off at checkout. So with that, I'm out. Have a great Sunday. We'll see you tomorrow.